This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a wealthy attorney who came close to being elected governor of Maine back in 2010 is expected to plead guilty to possessing videos and images of child sex abuse.
76-year-old Elliot Cutler is due in an Ellsworth courtroom on Thursday. According to a court document, he's expected to serve 9 months in prison as part of a plea agreement. Cutler is expected to plead guilty to 4 counts of possession of sexually explicit material of a child under 12, according to terms of the agreement hammered out with prosecutors. The judge would still need to approve the deal. The sentencing memorandum describes Cutler's addiction to pornography, with Cutler acknowledging that he downloaded hundreds of images and videos. His attorneys noted that Cutler never engaged in inappropriate conduct with children. Cutler ran for governor twice as an independent, losing in 2010 by less than 2 percentage points to Republican Paul LePage.
In other news tonight, MS-80 41 superintendent has suggested that the district hire their first ever school resource officer. But there are still questions that need to be answered. Our A.J. Douglas talked to Milo's police chief to learn how that proposal could become a reality.
You never know when something or where something is going to happen. And I think that point has been driven home across the country.
Milo Police Chief Nicholas Kluge says he is open to discussing if and how a school resource officer could serve the town of Milo's schools.
It's going to be basically a safety and security position. A lot more discussion needs to happen.
The Milo Police Chief says the decision could ultimately come down to funding.
That's a challenge, being on 2 different budget cycles. They go in the summer to summer. We go from January 1st to December 31st.
MSAD 41 Superintendent Michael Wright says it's time for an officer to assist in the schools. Wright says the district is open to funding the position while school is in session. However, he's requested that the town take over those employment costs when the schools are closed during the summer and other breaks.
School isn't in session 12 months out of the year, so you have to employ the person full-time for those 12 months.
Kluge says the position could cost an estimated $90,000 annually. We talked to some community members who endorsed the idea, saying teachers deserve the support of a school resource officer. The town select board plans to discuss if the proposed position can be partially funded with municipal funds during Tuesday night's meeting. In Milo, A.J. Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency will send nearly $16 million to a Bangor hospital for its efforts during the pandemic. A statement from FEMA says the money will reimburse Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center for the cost of hiring temporary staff to deal with increased patient loads between September 2021 and May 2022. So far, FEMA has provided more than $270 million in public assistance grants to Maine to reimburse the state for pandemic-related expenses.
Well, switching gears now, after an uptick in Lyme disease cases last year, experts are spreading awareness about preventing tick-borne illnesses. Our David Ledford has that story.
Tick season has begun. While the exact numbers are hard to predict, experts say that Maine's milder winter could likely mean a rise in the state's tick population.
With the warmer temperatures, they have an easier time surviving that winter, so they can emerge in higher numbers. So we can see those warming trends during the winter months contributing to expanding tick numbers and expanding tick distribution.
According to the Maine CDC, there were more than 2,600 cases of Lyme disease in 2022, an illness spread by deer ticks. Additionally, the CDC recently reported that babesiosis, another disease carried by ticks, is now considered endemic in Maine, meaning it is regularly found in the region. Experts say it's best to wear clothing that fully covers your skin and to make the area around your home less hospitable to ticks by mowing the lawn and using pesticide sprays. However, protection goes even further than that. Experts say it's important to check your pets and yourself for ticks after spending any amount of time outdoors, not just after a hike or a walk in the park, because ticks can be found in places you might not expect.
What we found with the tick submissions to our lab is that the majority of people that are encountering these ticks and sending them in are picking them up kind of in and around the home landscapes, like, you know, just going down to check the mail at the end of the driveway or taking the dog out for a quick walk.
For dogs, experts recommend tick collars and the Lyme vaccine. Dr. Kate Domenico, president of the Maine Veterinary Medical Association, says it's important to look out for warning signs in your pets.
So the signs that we see is that your pet could be simply just not eating. They could have a fever, lameness. They could just not be able to get up, so their legs act like they're not working.
In humans, experts say Lyme disease can produce flu-like symptoms and sometimes a bullseye-shaped rash near the tick bite. Tick season typically runs from spring to fall. If you suspect you have a tick-borne illness, visit your healthcare provider as soon as possible. In Orono, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Lots to keep in mind there. Well, yesterday we showed you pictures of washed out roads and told you about widespread power outages caused by all the wind and rain from that storm. Well, here's some pretty jaw-dropping video of the McDonald's on Main Street in Farmington yesterday. You'll see the University of Maine at Farmington in the background as we take a look around here, along with their ball field and fairgrounds just covered in water. Streets near there were also underwater, and if you look really closely, you can see a pickup truck with water all the way up to the window on the door. A dispatcher at the Farmington Police Department says something like this doesn't happen very often. Thankfully, some of the water has receded and things are starting to dry up around there, but we saw just a lot of that damage. And
there's the truck right there,
yeah,
if you take a look.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty well submerged, and I think even with what we saw yesterday, that video is probably surprising to some folks who just, have seen what they might consider as a typical amount of flooding. But in some areas, you really can get hit hard depending on the water sources around your community.
Yeah, it really varies from place to place, but glad to hear that things are on the mend there in Farmington.
Well, no doubt that's due in part to the surprisingly sunny day that we had after hearing that things were going to be looking pretty dreary this week. Today was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it really
I'm not going to
was.
look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just going to say thank you, Mother Nature, and please send us more.
Absolutely.
And with a little bit more on that, let's get a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Happy Tuesday. It is May 2nd. Another messy day out there today. A couple of rain showers all throughout the state. The coast, same thing, but there is a lot of breaks actually throughout the day. So it's not that consistent, heavy rain throughout the area. You can kind of see that the rain isn't falling pretty heavily because all down the board, down the 95, I-95, we actually have pretty much 10 miles for visibility everywhere. So that means it's not raining for the most part, maybe in our most western part of the state, but we will continue to have some scattered rain showers tonight, tomorrow, and then maybe all the way into Thursday. Winds, though, a bit on the breezy end right now, 15 miles an hour here in town. Millinocket, Greenville, same story. The coast, a little bit lighter winds, but still overall, though, a pretty breezy day. That's why we do have some small craft advisories if you are out and about in the waters. And, of course, some flood warnings that have been issued. More rain just keeps on falling, and that's going to continue to be that trend the next couple of days. Tonight, though, we're looking at scattered rain showers, temperatures continuing to cool off, hovering in those mid-40s. Beth and Peter?
We'll certainly be looking for more detail on that a little bit later on. In the meantime, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll take you to Hudson University's Bangor campus for its annual end-of-semester art walk.
And our Matthew Jurancic reports on the state of Maine's tourism industry as we head into the busy summer season. Those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. The Tucson comes standard with Hyundai complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyou.
Bath Fitter is a better way to remodel your tub. Precise measuring means the perfect fit. The bath fitter tub over tub process means no mess or stress. A custom-made tub and seamless wall mean a watertight fit. Premium acrylic means it lasts a lifetime. And all this together means a great value. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Welcome to Through the Garden Gate in Corinna. We are a local garden center that carries a huge variety of flowers, vegetables, perennials, trees, shrubs, and roses. Our employees are gardeners themselves and offer a wealth of knowledge. We love what we do and would love to share our passion with you. We also do landscape and garden consultations, design, installation, and maintenance. Come visit us at Through the Garden Gate on Exeter Road in Corinna.
Wheel goes XL. I predict a record-breaking week. The celebration is on.
I'm 40 just like Wheel.
And we're in a giving mood. Double the chances to win the million, plus a chance for you at home to win a vacation and cash. So the contestants are happy to help. Well, this will be nice. May break the bank tonight. You were so serious there, and then the important thing is, will you be here? This week on Wheel.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. The Tucson comes standard with Hyundai complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, anyone in the Bangor area with a sweet tooth has a new destination to get their fix. Sugar Ray opened their first brick-and-mortar store at 20 State Street in downtown Bangor this morning. Owner Ryan Halpert says it's always been a dream of hers to open up a physical storefront, and she can't believe it is finally happening.
It's a bit overwhelming, honestly. It's great, but it's a bit shocking, I guess. I still haven't completely taken it all in, I guess, is probably the way that I would word it.
Well, it sounds like Sugar Ray's opening day was in fact a rousing success. Halpert had to close early after selling the majority of her inventory. Sugar Ray is open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go and get a little snack.
I saw some cream cheese frosting right there. I am definitely intrigued now. All right, well, the Herman Historical Society building is getting some much-needed TLC. Drivers traveling along Billings Road in Herman today could see a couple of workers removing chip paint from the old building that once served as a schoolhouse. The building was known as Schoolhouse Number 5 from 1852 until 1951, when it was then replaced with the new Herman Elementary School. The building is listed on the National Historic Register.
Well, Husson University invited the public to its Bangor campus to take part in the end-of-semester art walk. Students selected their best artwork, which was put on display across 7 venues on campus, from traditional forms of artwork like drawings, paintings, and photography to graphic design and animation, and even projects in virtual and extended reality. The exhibition covered a wide array of mediums for sure. Associate Professor of Studio Arts Kathy Smith says students had to overcome some obstacles as they experimented with new techniques.
We find that it can be really challenging and really rewarding to work in different mediums and art forms that are new, and that it does actually support their careers and their fields and their livelihoods later on.
Well, if you didn't get the chance to attend the art walk, you can visit this story on our website to view more of the exhibitions.
A report from the Maine Tourism Association shows many businesses are unprepared for the large volume of people expected to visit the state in the next few months. Our Matthew Juroncic has more.
There are many reasons why Maine is known as vacation land. The nice weather, picture-perfect views, and, of course, the seafood. Because of its reputation, the state has seen steady growth in its tourism industry. Every year, the Maine Tourism Association conducts a statewide study of how businesses are equipped for the upcoming tourist season. The study found just 29% of business owners reported they had sufficient staffing levels going into the summer season.
There's still a staffing shortage out there. A lot of businesses are going into the season that are going to be understaffed from where they really need to be.
Even well-known landmarks like Union River Lobster Pot report they're struggling to hire enough staff, despite their best efforts.
I used to be able to start in April and be able to finish up by mid-May by the time we would open up in June. But now we start in January, and late January, early February in recruiting. So it's gotten to be almost a full-time job.
Other local business owners spoke about the preparation that goes into preparing for the summer season.
Usually by the end of the previous summer, we start planning for the next summer. So we decide what we want to carry, staffing and all of that. So it's usually an 8 to 10 month lead process for us.
For us, it's just about, sort of building up our supply here in the store, knowing what people are looking for, and just being ready for the influx of people.
Maine Tourism Association Executive Director Tony Cameron says companies struggling with staffing should utilize the programs the organization offers to help recruit and retain employees.
We're all in this together, being proactive about it instead of being reactive, trying to go out and use the resources that the tourism job boards that are out there, and communicate with each other. We're going to help try to mitigate this problem better than other states.
In Ellsworth, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Today is Teacher Appreciation Day. We'll hear what one local business is doing for our local educators.
And in sports, Brewer baseball is unbeaten to start the year. How their pitching, defense, and former teammates' memory are driving them. That story right after the break.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
Ashley's new lower prices are here. Look for price reductions on hundreds of items throughout the store and online. And for a limited time, find unbelievable savings on some of our best-selling collections. Plus, 5-year special financing. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo. In Maine, it's always truck season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we are celebrating New Ram Truck Month by carrying the complete line of hard-charging new Ram trucks from light to heavy duty. At Thornton Brothers, you'll find the right truck for cargo space and comfort for those long trips on the road. No matter what Maine throws at you, our trucks have you covered. So come on over and test drive any of our award-winning new Ram trucks at Thornton Brothers, 125 Main Street, Lincoln.
It's time for the ultimate shopping experience, Harvey RV and Marine's 22nd annual open house. This Thursday, May 4th through Saturday, May 6th. Unbeatable deals on over 6 acres of RVs and boats, including the new lineup of Scarab and Manitou boats. Knowledgeable manufacturer reps will be on hand, and Mainly Pastures food truck will be there Friday and Saturday. Daily door prizes, special rate financing, plus nearly all parts are 20% off. It's the biggest sales event of the year. Harvey RV and Marine's annual open house, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Let's start with some high school baseball. Brewer is on a tear to start 2023, a streak driven by the mound, their defense, and a special person they're playing for.
All the hard work that the kids have put in towards,
the offseason especially paid off early in the season.
Brewer Witches baseball is on a hot start. Coming into Tuesday, they're a perfect 5-0 on the year.
Obviously a great start to the year, and we're still working really hard at practice and preparing for games, just taking it one game at a time.
Their crown jewel so far is no doubt their pitching. The Witches allowed just 7 runs in their first 5 games. The staff is led by junior ace Grady Venetestein.
Oh, he's very important to this team. His balls have a lot of movement to him. Off-speed's pretty good. Change-up's pretty good. Fastball, not a lot of people can hit it.
Regardless, Venetestein says he's nothing without those who back him up.
I trust my defense behind me to roll ground balls, and I just try to pitch the contact, get my defense to make the plays for me, and the strikeouts will come.
And that defense is living up to those expectations. You can count the amount of errors the Witches have had this year on one hand.
Coach Corey is very big on working the defensive side of the ball. We do it quite a few times during the week. We're trying to get as many reps as we can and trying to make the hard things look easy, so when it comes in the game, it's a little bit smoother transition.
But aside from their play and what they're playing for, this season is also driven by who they're playing for. Their teammate Bryce Basso, who recently passed away.
He was a big part of our school and our friend group, and it was a tough loss, but we're really dedicating this year to him.
Hard worker, heads down, did all the things he needed to do to work hard. Nothing but great things about him.
With all of that put together, the Witches believe that they can put another state title into the school's trophy case.
We do have a tight group and a lot of veterans that are back. I'm just really confident this year in how we stick together and play as a team.
Okay, now let's go to some boys lacrosse action. Over at historic Doyle Field in Brewer, the Witches hosted John Bapps in the first of their 2 meetings this season. Brewer looking to win back-to-back, Bapps looking for 3 in a row. Let's go fourth quarter. Brewer leads. Ryder Goodwin off the pass decides to just let it rip, and it goes in to extend the Witches' lead. Later on, Aiden Davis on the break. Up ahead to Owen Spalding. Hello, behind the back, just sneaks it in near side. Witches continue to roll. Then the Crusaders would get on the board. Here's Connor Gooley to Will Cashman. He shoots it into the net for the goal. But Brewers defense and goalie Wyatt McIntyre would be key down the stretch. Watch this save here off the shot from Gavin Bartlett. Great instincts. The Witches would stand firm and win their second straight. 8-2 is the final. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Our main weather today is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. All right, folks, look at this. Look what's going on. Another messy day, folks. More scattered rain showers throughout the state. Even a couple of heavier bands showing up here. Not quite thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, none of that yet. But it is coming down pretty heavily at times, especially in those yellow bands. Look at this system. Looks like it hasn't really moved from yesterday. Still some snow in Wisconsin, UP of Michigan, even in northern parts of Michigan as well. And that rain continuing to just spin around. Of course, that counterclockwise rotation, since it is a low pressure system, this is going to continue to really slowly work its way like this. And that's going to take the next couple of days, actually, before the system moves out of the area. So expect more rain tonight, more rain tomorrow, scattered rain, and then again Thursday, so maybe even a couple of wet flakes will be mixing in. We're looking at maybe Greenville to the Millinocket area and north. That's where we're looking at possibly some rain and snow mixing in. Overall, this is mostly going to be a rain event, and rain to come maybe a quarter of an inch, maybe half an inch. So not a big rain event. The coast, Bar Harbor, all the way into Machias, we're looking at maybe a quarter of an inch. So it's not really going to be a downpour of an event, but definitely bring an umbrella since it will be on and off type of rain the next couple of days. The waves aren't looking as bad as yesterday, still at around 7 feet. 8 feet here just outside of Portland. So if you are out and about fishing or maybe trying to enjoy those milder temperatures, please take extra precautions as this trough right over here is still over the area. Cold temperatures all the way up into Wisconsin, but right behind it a really strong ridge. That means warmer air moving in from the south, even all the way up into Canada. We're looking at temperatures close to 80 degrees. So this warm air will slowly make its way across, and we will get in on some very mild temperatures in just the next several days. Today, though, we were looking at 60 degrees. The coast a little bit colder, a little bit cooler, I should say, into those 50s. But overall, though, 50s were pretty much the trend all over the state today. The last several weeks, I'd say it's been really an up and down type of trend. It's been a little colder. It's been a bit warmer. So it's been more of a spring type of flow where temperatures are going cooler. And then, of course, on the other side, once a ridge moves in, it starts to warm back up. But look at how nice it gets. Our average should be 61 degrees. Sunday into Monday, we're looking at around 70 degrees. So finally, some beach weather will be returning. Tonight, though, 43 degrees, scattered rain showers. Tomorrow, same thing, scattered rain, temperatures around 50 degrees. Our extended forecast outlook does show more rain on Thursday. And then finally, we start to improve with temperatures and more chances of sunshine by Friday. Beth and Peter?
And in the never-ending evolution of New England weather, the weekend now looking sunnier than it was just yesterday.
Looking great. So,
Yes.
let's hope that these trends stay in this direction and that we get more and more sunshine in our forecast. We'd love to see that.
Yeah, I need some quality time outdoors with the Dogos.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, there's still more to come. Stay with us.
Make this summer the summer of more fun and less worry with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call because we're having a Memorial Day sale with incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution, skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals. We're the best at window replacement because it's the only thing we do. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this?
What? Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
May is for moms, and this Mother's Day, our local mom-owned businesses have teamed up to celebrate you with this amazing giveaway. Enter to win a luxurious spa service at Marilyn Monroe Spas.
Free laundry service from the Laundry Basket.
A delicious dessert at Happy Endings Dessert and Martini Bar. A month-long membership to Evolve Fitness.
And $100 towards any IV vitamin infusion or weight loss service at Riverlight Restorative Health. To enter, visit our Facebook pages, scan the QR code, or stop by any of our locations.
Happy Mother's Day from us to you.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Tonight, the warning still in effect. It could bring historic spring flooding, the race to protect homes and businesses. Plus, is First Republic the last of the bank failures? More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David.
Local businesses are giving back to educators in their communities for Teacher Appreciation Day. Stanley Subaru in Trenton and Stanley Chevrolet in Belfast gave local teachers gift bags in honor of the special day. The bags included certificates for free oil changes at both dealerships, as well as $1,500 gift cards from the Belfast Hannaford. There were also flowers from local florists.
So watching the teachers light up, this was an exciting surprise for them to be recognized. We spend a lot of time celebrating student success, so just taking a minute to celebrate teacher success is fantastic.
The owner of Stanley Subaru and Chevrolet, Mark Polite, says it's important to recognize teachers because their work often goes unnoticed, but he says without them, we'd be lost. I quite agree.
Finally tonight, an update on an Air Force veteran from Waterville who's been battling cancer. We first introduced you to Lori Roy in June of 2022, shortly after a routine mammogram uncovered that she had stage 2 breast cancer. The Air Force veteran served 16 years before being medically discharged in 2013. Over the last 6 months, she's completed 6 chemotherapy appointments at Mercy Hospital, 25 radiation treatments, and 2 surgeries before she was able to ring the bell at the Alphonse Cancer Center in Augusta.
I might not know why it happened to me, but it did, and I'm going to take what I can out of it. Everything is a blessing or a lesson. So you just got to figure out which is which and take it. And it was both a blessing and a lesson.
Roy will continue to go to follow-up care appointments as necessary. And we are very proud of her and wish her the best in her recovery going forward.
Certainly an illness that we hear a lot about, and it's so important, to have those appointments, detect issues early if you possibly can. So we certainly do wish her the very best. And for anyone who's struggling with breast cancer, our thoughts are with you.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC7, take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good evening.